Let's talk a little Oregon Duck recruiting. And, sometimes the Ducks are the flippers and sometimes they're the flippy. Let's talk about edge Anthony Tank Jones. He's back in Eugene after visiting Miami over the weekend. You spoke with the family. You had a couple articles on Anthony Tank Jones up on the front page at Rivals.com. Go check that out. Anthony Tank Jones back in Eugene. What do you make of it, Steve?
Well, it's obviously big for Oregon to get him on campus this quickly after his visit to Miami on Sunday, where he saw the Hurricanes beat Notre Dame. I talked to Tank Jones's father this week, and he says that it's going to take a lot to flip his son from Oregon. The relationship and track record Dan Lanning and Tosh Lupoy have with Tank and what they've done historically recruiting or done historically developing the position is exciting. I think Oregon stepped up from a modern recruiting standpoint and made it exciting. And where they're at as a program, competing for Big Ten titles, national titles, and then this recruiting class he's part of, he feels like can help Oregon win its first national championship if they don't get it done this season. But he's going to pop up on some other game day visits. They've been honest with Oregon about that. Some other schools that he strongly considered were obviously Alabama and Texas A&M. But Oregon has checked all the boxes for him that he's looking for in a school, getting them back to Eugene this weekend, a place that they said feels like home. They said Eugene has a feeling of the South up in the Northwest.
Mm-hmm. So what was the purpose of the Miami visit? Do you think that was maybe one and done? He went to a great game, saw what he needed to see, and is moving on? Or is Miami going to linger in this recruitment?
Let's talk game time. All of a sudden, the college and NFL football seasons are upon us. But guess what? We need our tickets, and getting deals on last-minute tickets can be frustrating when all you want to do is be there for the moment your team runs out onto the field. Well, thankfully, the Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing ticket experiences, and it only takes a few simple clicks. The app is easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. That's why I use the Game Time app. It's super simple and makes the experience of buying great seats a breeze. Also, one of the coolest features I've seen is the Game Time lowest price guarantee. It's where Game Time will credit you 100% of the difference to guarantee you're getting the lowest price if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere. All right, here's what we're going to do. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the promo code ON3, ON3. That's the promo code ON3 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That ON3 for 20% off. Game Time, last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. Well, I think some schools they're still keeping these schools warm, and Miami's one of those programs with Jason Taylor. It's an exciting opportunity, a program on the rise. You're still having conversations through the season, and we'll see where the chips fall. I'm not anywhere close to predicting Tank Jones ending anywhere else other than Oregon. But programs like Miami are being kept warm at this point in the process, and he's not signing till December.
Yeah, and is Alabama and Auburn, because he is he's from the state of Alabama, or is Alabama and Auburn a threat in this recruitment as well?
I don't know if we can deem anyone a threat at this point, but schools that are still in the mix. And Texas A&M is another that I would point to.
Okay.
Tank Jones is one of their most coveted targets, regardless of position. They were going to stay on him no matter the result of his summer commitment. And so they're another program that I would watch maybe for a potential visit in the season. But Oregon continuing to do all the right things for Anthony Tank Jones.
All right. Now, quarterback Bryson Beaver, he's a good one. Oregon locked in on him early. He's a riser in the rankings. He's going to be on campus. Seems like the 2026 situation at quarterback is kind of solved with Beaver on board, but what about 2027 quarterback recruiting for Oregon? Is it starting to heat up?
Well, they got two guys that are at the top of the board, Keegan Croucher from the Northeast and Trent Seaborn from SEC country. Those are two guys that Oregon covets at the position, that they're near the top of the list for both. Seaborn's going to be at South Carolina this weekend. That might be their biggest competition. And then Keegan Croucher is high on Penn State, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Oregon. But Oregon doing a great job with both. And those are the guys that they're on the gas for right now.
All right, Oregon fans, talk to Steve and I. How are you feeling about Tank Jones Is he going to stick or is he going to flip? Let us know. Comment section below.